Lloyd was a weak, ugly and whiny child. He was even bullied by a rabbit. Luckily his older brother Shoma always helped him. Even though he looks weak, it turns out that Lloyd has much stronger power than the Demon King. Several years later, Lloyd went to the kingdom to become a knight. He went to the house of a witch named Marie. She was the strongest witch in the kingdom. At first Marie didn't allow Lloyd to live with her, but after telling her that Lloyd was ordered by the Kunlun village head, Alka, Marie immediately allowed Lloyd to live with her. Because Marie is Alka's student, and it turns out that Kunlun village is a super village where all the strongest people in the world live there, and Lloyd is the weakest person in the village. That's why Alka told Marie to look after Lloyd. Marie thought that Lloyd was a normal human being, because Lloyd looked weak and timid, but Lloyd said that if he traveled for 6 days to the kingdom, Marie thought that it was very normal for Lloyd to go by train. But it turns out that Lloyd ran to the kingdom, and on the way he accidentally defeated many monsters, even a demon king. Marie was very surprised to hear that, because she thought that Lloyd was just an ordinary human, but it turned out that Lloyd was much stronger than the strongest knight in the kingdom. Lloyd also said that he could use a little magic power, such as rain summoning magic, and also curse removal magic. Marie became even more shocked when she heard that, because she, who was the strongest magician in the kingdom, couldn't use that magic even though she had practiced for years. The next day, Lloyd went around the city. There he heard rumors that a monster had entered the city, so he tried to investigate about the monster. Lloyd managed to defeat the monster easily. He also saved a girl named Selene, who apparently had a curse that could not be removed. Because of that, Selene had been bullied since childhood. Then Lloyd accidentally removed Selene's curse. And Selene became so happy, she even fell in love with Lloyd. A few days later, Lloyd finally took the Royal Knight exam. There was also Selene, a man named Alan, and also a woman named Raiho. When she saw Lloyd, Raiho immediately realized that Lloyd had very strong powers. That's why she became very afraid around Lloyd. Even though Lloyd has very strong powers, many people don't realize it, including the knight named Meltfan and Colin. But Meltfan and Colin have heard rumors about Lloyd's powers. The test finally began. The participants were asked to destroy chunks of metal. Lloyd was still doubtful about his strength because he thought he was very weak. A few days later, the results of the test to become a knight were announced. Surprisingly, Lloyd did not pass the selection, because he was considered cheating. Everyone was very shocked to hear that, including Selene and Raiho. They couldn't believe that someone as strong as Lloyd failed to become a knight. Then Colin said that if there was a new competition in the kingdom, in the competition it was said that if anyone could find the royal princess who had disappeared, then that person could ask the king for anything. Therefore Selene and Raiho tried to find the princess, so they could make Lloyd become a knight. Elsewhere, Lloyd is very sad because he failed to become a knight, so he tries to find another job. Lloyd goes to a bar owned by a man named Chrome. When Lloyd arrived at the bar, Chrome was immediately afraid to see Lloyd, because Chrome was a former royal elite knight, so he knew that Lloyd was very strong. Chrome thought that Lloyd wanted to kill him, but it turned out that Lloyd only wanted to work part-time at that place, and Lloyd was also very good at cooking. That's why Chrome accepted Lloyd to work at his place, even though he was still very wary of Lloyd's strength. Moving to the Knight Academy, Colin checked Lloyd's answers when testing the Knight exam. It turned out that Lloyd wrote ancient magic during the exam. Because of that, people who read the writing did not understand what Lloyd wrote. Because he knew Lloyd's strength, Colin immediately told everyone to look for Lloyd, because Lloyd's strength was really needed by the kingdom. Returning to Lloyd's place, Marie and Alka were very shocked when they found out that Lloyd failed to become a knight. Alka even almost destroyed the kingdom when she heard that. Fortunately, Marie prevented Alka. Fortunately, Lloyd accepted his failure gracefully, so Alka was not angry. But Alka told Marie not to use Lloyd's power carelessly, because the Kunlun villagers only helped humans when fighting against the Demon King. The next day, Raiho and Meltfan were eating at the Chrome bar. They were very surprised to see Lloyd working there. Meltfan immediately asked Chrome for help in getting Lloyd to become a knight. Elsewhere, Alan was fighting with Selene because they had a misunderstanding. Luckily Lloyd came to help. Alan was also curious about Lloyd's strength. That's why Alan told Lloyd to hit him. Chrome and the others who saw this tried to stop Lloyd, because they were afraid that Lloyd would kill Alan. Fortunately, Marie came to take Lloyd away. Marie told Lloyd to be more careful when using his powers, because Lloyd's powers could kill someone easily. And suddenly Chrome came to their place. He realized that Marie had taken Lloyd away, and it turned out that Marie was the royal princess who had disappeared. It turns out that Chrome was in disguise to carry out a secret mission. He also told to Marie that the king had changed, and there was someone who secretly wanted to destroy the kingdom by exploiting the king's weakness. The next day Raiho and Selen went to Lloyd's house. They heard rumors that Lloyd was living with a mysterious witch, so they became very alert. When they arrived at Lloyd's house, Raiho felt that she had seen Marie, so she tried to investigate about Marie, and they finally realized that Marie was the royal princess who had disappeared. They were very shocked to hear that. Marie said that there was a group of people who wanted to kill Marie, so they could destroy the kingdom. Because of that, Marie decided to disguise herself as a witch and leave the kingdom. But Lloyd misunderstood and thought that Marie was a hero who secretly saved the kingdom. But Marie said something that hurt Lloyd, so he became sad and ran away. Returning to Marie's place, she told Raiho and Selen that Lloyd was actually from Kunlun village, because she didn't want Lloyd to get involved in work matters, and also because Marie had promised Alka not to use Lloyd's powers. Selen and Raiho finally realized the reason why Lloyd became so strong, because they had also heard the myth about humans who had the power of gods from Kunlun village. Suddenly Alka appeared at the place. She was very happy with Marie who kept Lloyd away from the problems in the kingdom. Then Alka tried to cheer up Lloyd, and they went to play together, but while they were playing, suddenly a group of monsters attacked them. Marie and the others felt strange about the kingdom, so they immediately went to the palace. They were very shocked to see the king who had turned into a monster. Then the king also changed Meltfan's body into a monster, and he immediately attacked Raiho. Selen and Chrome also helped to defeat Meltfan. Meanwhile Marie fought against the king. But Marie couldn't attack the king, because she didn't want to hurt her father, and it turned out that a demon king named Abaddon had taken control of the king's body. Because she heard that a demon king was controlling her father's body, Marie immediately ran away, because she wanted to ask Lloyd for help in defeating the demon king, because Alka allowed Marie to invite Lloyd to fight the demon king. Abaddon was very surprised to see Marie suddenly run away. Moving to Lloyd's place, he was able to defeat all the monsters easily. Then he accidentally met Alan who was hiding. He said that he was very afraid of seeing monsters, because this was the first time he had met a monster. Lloyd tried to give motivation to him. Lloyd also accidentally defeated a monster at that place. After seeing Lloyd, Alan became more excited. Alka, who happened to be there, also defeated all the monsters in that place. She was also very angry because her time playing with Lloyd was disturbed. Moving to the royal palace, Meltfan was able to defeat Raiho easily, so Selen diverted his attention, so that Raiho could go to Lloyd's place. A few moments later Lloyd came to their place. Raiho and the others were very happy, because they believed Lloyd could beat Meltfan, but Lloyd thought that Meltfan was cosplaying, therefore Lloyd didn't want to fight, but Lloyd accidentally beat Meltfan. Then Marie came to their place. She also brought the king who was being controlled by the demon king, but Lloyd thought that the king was also cosplaying. Hearing Lloyd's misunderstanding, Marie told Lloyd to clean the king's face using ancient magic. The king became afraid, and Lloyd managed to defeat the demon king who was controlling the king easily. And the kingdom finally became peaceful. After the fight, Lloyd accidentally met Soma. Lloyd was very happy to meet his brother, but Soma immediately disappeared when he saw Alka. A few days later, Chrome returned to being a knight. Meltfan, who was very embarrassed by his attitude, decided to go on an adventure alone. Because of that, Alka decided to take Meltfan to Kunlun village. Meltfan was very happy because he could see through his mistakes. Moving to Lloyd's place, he was finally accepted as a royal knight. Selen and the others were very happy to hear that, and now Lloyd started his new adventure as a royal knight. In the night, Marie took Lloyd to a village. In that village there was a legendary sword that no one could ever pull out, and there was a myth that said if someone could pull out that sword, then he was destined to become the ruler of the world. But it turned out that Lloyd could pull out the sword easily. A few days later, Lloyd started studying at the Knight Academy. All the students were shocked to see Lloyd's speed. After that, Colin tested all the students to use magic, because the Knight Academy would compete with the Rokuju Magic Academy. Raiho and Selen showed great magical powers, therefore they were chosen to represent the Knight Academy, but Lloyd was not selected, because Colin was afraid that Lloyd would kill people with his magical powers. Moving on to Marie's house, suddenly two girls came to her house. They were named Mina and Philo. They were students from Rokuju Academy. They came to Marie's house to look for Raiho. Suddenly Philo became frightened, because she felt a very strong presence. It turned out to be Lloyd. Philo immediately used her strongest strength to attack Lloyd, but Lloyd was able to withstand the attack easily. Lloyd even thought that Philo just wanted to swat flies. Seeing Lloyd's very strong strength, Philo immediately asked to become Lloyd's student. Marie, who heard this, became angry and immediately kicked Mina and Philo out. Suddenly Alka appeared at Marie's house. She was very angry with Marie, who used Lloyd to take the legendary sword. Because of that, she turned Marie into a butterfly one day. The next day, the principal of the Rokuju Magic Academy named Raul came to the Night Academy. She was Colin's rival when she was at school. That's why she hated her. Then Raul also bullied Raiho, because it turned out that Raiho had a relationship with the Rokuju Magic Academy. After that, Raiho became restless and acted strangely. Selen and Alan tried to cheer up Raiho, but they failed, so Lloyd tried to ask Raiho to go on a date, where Raiho told him about her past. She said that in the past people from Rokuju changed their hands into mithril hands, but those hands turned out to be a curse, because they could absorb other people's magic, so Raiho ran away from the Rokuju area. Lloyd tried to comfort Raiho. Lloyd also held Raiho's hand, but Lloyd's magic could not be absorbed. Because of that, Raiho was not afraid. Selen, who was there, also comforted Raiho, because Selen had also experienced a curse in the past. The next day there was a demonstration match between the Night Academy and the Rokuju Magic School. Philo was the representative from the Rokuju Academy, while a girl named Maikana was the representative from the Night Academy. Maikana also looked down on Lloyd, because she thought Lloyd was weak. The match started. It turned out that Philo was able to defeat Maikana with one attack. Maikana became very embarrassed and immediately left. Maikana went to Marie's house. It turned out they were close friends. She even fell in love with Marie. Maikana was very surprised when she saw Lloyd, who lived at Marie's house. Then she ran away. The next day, the match between the Night Academy and the Rokuju Magic Academy began. It turned out that Raul was taking part in this tournament. Because of that, Colin included Lloyd as a representative from the Night Academy. Moving to Marie's place, Alka was very annoyed because Marie didn't tell her about Lloyd, who was going to take part in the tournament. Because of that, Alka tortured Marie. Returning to the match, it turns out that in this match only magic power can be used, and if anyone uses physical power, that person will be disqualified. In the first match, Selen will fight against Philo. Selen is very confident, because she has succeeded in controlling the power of the curse belt. The match started. At first Selen couldn't use her strength, and she almost lost, and when she almost lost, the power of the belt activated, and she managed to beat Philo easily, but it turned out that Selen was disqualified, because using the belt is considered physical strength, not a magic strength. In the second match between Mina and Lloyd, Mina believes she can easily beat Lloyd, because she thinks Lloyd only has physical strength. The match started. Mina used magic to make Lloyd unable to breathe, but it turned out that Lloyd could hold his breath for more than an hour. Because of that, Mina became frustrated, and cast another magic. She tried to seal Lloyd, but Lloyd tried to cast simple magic, and he immediately knocked Mina unconscious. Lloyd managed to win easily. The last match between Raul and Raiho. Their fight was fierce, because Raiho had a mithril arm. Because he couldn't win, Raul released the seal on Raiho's hand. Raul thought that he could win easily, but it turned out that Raiho had kept a trap. Because of that, she able to beat Raul. The Night Academy finally won this tournament. In the night, Raul tried to steal the legendary sword from Marie, because she had heard rumors that Marie had stolen the legendary sword, so she sent Philo to Marie's house secretly. It turned out that Marie wasn't there. That's why Philo took Marie's crystal ball. Lloyd, who saw it, thought that Marie had been kidnapped. That's why he went to Philo's place to save Marie. He also asked Alan for help to find people from Rokuju Academy. Philo finally fought against Lloyd, but all of Philo's attacks couldn't hurt Lloyd. Even so, Lloyd still had doubts about his strength, so he invited Philo to an arm wrestling match. Their arm wrestling match leaves many buildings destroyed, but Lloyd is able to win easily. Alan and Mina were very shocked to see their fight. Moving to Raul's place, Alka suddenly appeared there. Alka immediately attacked Raul, because Raul said that Alka was short, and everything finally returned to peace. After the fight, Alan is considered a hero, because he accidentally saved someone else when Lloyd was fighting. This time, Raiho and roles passed as shown. When they were children, they were very close. Raiho even considered Raul to be her older sister, but because of a misunderstanding, they became enemies. A few days later, Philo and Mina are shown carrying out a secret mission. Back at the Night Academy, because the holidays were coming, Raiho invited Lloyd to play together. Selen, who heard that, became very jealous, because she had an event with her family, so she couldn't go with Lloyd. Alan also said that his family was going to arrange an arranged marriage for him during this holiday, so he couldn't go with Lloyd. While at home, Lloyd saw Alka and Marie fighting, because they wanted to take Lloyd on holiday, but Lloyd said that he would work part-time at a hotel while on holiday. Lloyd also forbade Marie and Alka to come with him, so they became disappointed. This time the hotel owner named Lammy was shown. He was Chrome's friend, and also a former knight. Suddenly he became very scared because he felt a very strong power. It turned out that it was Lloyd's appearance. He didn't expect that Lloyd was stronger than he said. Chrome. Lammy explained about what Lloyd did at the hotel, that is cleaning and cooking. Lammy also said that recently people had often been found unconscious around the hotel, so Lammy also asked Lloyd for help in taking care of this problem. At the hotel there was also another worker named Kikyo. She immediately ordered Lloyd to clean the hotel. She was very surprised to see that Lloyd was able to clean the hotel so quickly. Kikyo didn't think that there was a human so fast like Lloyd, so she was very curious about Lloyd's true identity, but Lammy kept it a secret. Then Lammy took Lloyd to meet a nobleman named Alex. He was also a guest at the hotel. Alex told him about the problems in the pine forest near the hotel, and Lloyd happened to understand about the pine forest. That's why Alex was interested in Lloyd. Alex also told the story if he had a child the same age as Lloyd. In the evening it was shown that Alex was carrying out a secret investigation. It turned out that Kikyo was also Alex's subordinate. They were investigating about people who had passed out around the hotel. Alex suspects that someone is spreading demons in the pine forest, because the pine trees are very suitable for demons to breed. He also suspects that there is someone who is a demon disguised in the hotel. Kikyo says that Lloyd has most likely been entered by a demon. That's why Alex told Kikyo to give the antidote to Lloyd. The next day Kikyo tries to give the antidote to Lloyd, but she fails, and Lammy accidentally drinks the antidote. Kikyo immediately ran away. Lammy immediately suspected Kikyo. She felt that Kikyo was a spy from another country who wanted to destroy the kingdom. This time it was shown that Raiho was on holiday at the hotel. It turned out that Raiho was at the hotel where Lloyd worked. She was very surprised when she saw Lloyd there. Selen also went to the hotel where Lloyd worked, but she didn't know that Lloyd worked at that hotel, and it turned out that Selen was going to be matched with his son Alex, and it turned out that Selen was going to be matched with Alan. Selen was very shocked and immediately ran away. There she didn't accidentally met Raiho and Lloyd. Selen asks Lloyd to pretend to be her boyfriend, because she doesn't want to date with Alan. But Raiho became very jealous seeing Selen who was close to Lloyd. Suddenly Soma appeared at Lloyd's place. He said that someone had ordered a bomb at the hotel, but the sender was unknown. Lloyd also introduced Soma to his friends. Soma was very happy to see Lloyd who finally had a friend. Then Soma immediately left. Then Selen continued her date with Lloyd. Kikyo spied on Lloyd secretly, because she was sure that the devil had entered Lloyd's body, but Lloyd immediately realized Kikyo's presence. Because of that Kikyo immediately tried to give Lloyd an antidote. Selen who saw that immediately stopped Kikyo, and they immediately fought. They had equal strength. Luckily Lloyd prevented them from fighting. The next day Marie and Alka also came to Lloyd's hotel, because they were worried about Lloyd. Philo and Mina also came to that place, because they wanted to move to the Night Academy, and now all of Lloyd's friends were at that hotel. Mina also said that she was investigate about the demons in that place. Moving to Kikyo's place, she accidentally got lost in the forest. There she met Alex's secretary named Tara, and it turned out she was a human possessed by a demon. Kikyo was very shocked to see that. She tried to attack Tara, but her power was sealed by Tara. Suddenly Lloyd appeared at the place because he wanted to pick up wood in the forest. He saw Tara who had turned into a devil, but Lloyd thought that Tara was cosplaying. The angry Tara immediately attacked Lloyd, but Lloyd was able to beat Tara easily. Kikyo was very shocked seeing the power of Lloyd. Tara runs away. He tries to absorb all the power in the forest, then he tries to attack the hotel. Alex and Lammy, who were at the hotel, were very shocked to see Tara, who had turned into a devil. Fortunately, Marie and the others came to that place. They fought against Tara, but Tara was too strong. They were in a lot of trouble because Alka and Lloyd weren't there. Selen's father almost died. Luckily, Lloyd came to help, and he was able to defeat Tara easily. Elsewhere, it turns out that Soma has sealed Alka. Because of that, Alka cannot fight. Soma has also collaborated with the devil. This time it is shown that Maikana meets Soma. There is also a devil disguised as a priest. Maikana asks the devil for power, so Soma gives her a potion that makes Maikana turn into a monster. Moving to Lloyd's place. He was having breakfast with Marie. Suddenly Lloyd's friends came to pick up Lloyd. They said that all the students from the Night Academy had to go to the dungeon to defeat the giant snake. After that, Lloyd and his friends went to King Azami's palace. They were very surprised to see that the king's attitude had changed so much, even though previously the king had been possessed by a demon. After that, the king told Lloyd and his friends to go straight to the dungeon. This time it is shown that Soma and the priest are devising an evil plan. Alka tries to investigate Soma, but Soma manages to escape. Because of that, Alka invited Marie to go to the dungeon, because Alka was worried about Lloyd. Returning to where Lloyd and his friends were, they now arrived at the dungeon door. Lloyd felt nervous, because he had never been in a dungeon. Luckily, his friend Lloyd tried to convince Lloyd, while Alan was guarding the outer door. And now they had entered the dungeon. It was very dark there. Because of that, Lloyd was separated from his friends. Suddenly there was an explosion sound in the dungeon. It turned out that it was Marie who was thrown by Alka. Suddenly a monster attacks Marie. It turns out it is Maikana who has turned into a monster. And now Maikana has the goal of defeating Lloyd, because he is jealous of seeing Lloyd living with Marie, because Maikana has liked Marie for a long time, so he doesn't want to there was another person close to Marie. Maikana immediately attacked Marie. She also sealed Marie's powers. Because of that, Marie became scared, and fortunately Lloyd immediately came to Marie's place. Lloyd immediately fought against Maikana, and this time Maikana was very confident in defeating Lloyd, but it turned out that Maikana's strength was unable to injure Lloyd. Maikana was very shocked when he found out that Lloyd was from Kunlun village. Because they heard the sound of fighting, Lloyd's friend immediately went to Lloyd's place. Maikana took advantage of that to attack Lloyd's friend, because of which Lloyd was injured. Lloyd became angry. This time he fought seriously, and he immediately defeated Maikana easily. After Maikana lost, a giant snake suddenly appeared in that place. It turned out that the snake was a good snake and did not attack humans. Then the priest also came to that place. He came to absorb the power of the giant snake. Alka also came to prevent it, but Alka was too late, and now the priest has become even stronger, because he has killed the giant snake. The priest immediately destroyed the dungeon and ran away. Alan, who saw the dungeon collapse, immediately tried to go to Lloyd's place. He also destroyed some building debris, but the other knights thought that Alan had defeated the giant snake. Because of that, Alan got a special gift from the king, and now he is also nicknamed the Dragon Slayer. A few weeks later, the Azami king received a letter from the Geo Empire. In the letter it was stated that they would hold a friendly match between the Azami kingdom and the Geo Empire. This time Lloyd is shown taking his friends to Kunlun village, but Alan cannot come, because the king told him to guard the palace. Returning to Lloyd's place, they had arrived at the gate of Kunlun village. There was a girl named Yuge. She was the gatekeeper of Kunlun village. She was also the king of the dwarves. It turns out that the cursed belt used by Selen was created by Yuge, and now the belt is broken, so Yuge will repair it. And now that they had entered Kunlun village, Lloyd's friends felt that Kunlun village was like an ordinary village, but when they arrived at the residential area, they became very scared when they felt the power of the Kunlun village residents. They were also very surprised when they saw the residents of Kunlun village using superpowers to carry out their daily activities, and they even often ate legendary monsters. Philo tried to learn martial arts, but it turned out that martial arts were only considered ordinary exercise by the residents of Kunlun village. Philo was very surprised to learn that. Then Colin and Chrome met Meltfan. Because Meltfan is now a farmer in Kunlun village, Chrome invited Meltfan to return to being a knight, but Meltfan didn't want to, because he felt guilty about becoming a monster. Moving to Lloyd's place, he brought his friends to his house. Selen immediately asked Lloyd's family for permission to marry Lloyd. Suddenly a dragon came to Lloyd's house. Raiho became very scared, but the dragon was easily defeated by the children in Kunlun village. Raiho and Selen became even more shocked by the strength of the Kunlun village residents. After that they all partied at Lloyd's house. Lloyd's friends became even more shocked when they found out that everything they ate was a monster. Elsewhere, Meltfan is shown apologizing to Marie, because Meltfan had become a devil who attacked the kingdom in the past. He also tells about a priest who made himself a devil. The priest also made the king a devil. After that Lloyd and his friends went to the kingdom, because they had to continue working as knights. Before leaving Kunlun village, Yuge took them to a place called the Last Dungeon. There it is often said to be the end of the world, and it is also a place where many demons are imprisoned. Yuge also said that the way to open the Last Dungeon was to use a legendary sword, and now Marie keeps that sword. After that, Yuge took Selen's belt to be repaired, but Yuge turned the belt into a mysterious potion. After everything was finished, Lloyd and his friends returned to the kingdom, while Yuge went with Alka. Suddenly Alka was hit by a trap. It turned out that Yuge made a trap to seal Alka, because actually Yuge wanted to open the Last Dungeon. She wanted to summon all the demon kings to destroying the world. Alka was very shocked to see her best friend betray her. She was also very worried about Lloyd. Yuge went straight to Lloyd and his friends. Before they left the village, Yuge said that Alka had disappeared, and he told Lloyd to look for Alka, while the others waited outside the Kunlun village gate. But suddenly Yuge closed the village gate, because Lloyd and Alka couldn't get out of Kunlun village. Yuge pretended to be innocent. She deceived Lloyd's friends. Because of that they believed that Lloyd was only away for a while. After that Yuge immediately looked for the legendary sword, because she wanted to revive the Last Dungeon. Moving to Raiho's place, she met Yuge again, but she felt something was strange with Yuge. Then Yuge left. Raiho also met Mina, and Mina took Raiho to Roll's place. After talking to Roll, Raiho was sure that Yuge was planning something wrong. Because of that, Raiho, Philo and Selen reported to the king to stop the friendly match against the Geo Empire. The king immediately believed their words, because they were Marie's friends. This time, Soma is shown together with the priest and Yuge. Apparently they are planning to destroy the kingdom. Moving to Lloyd's place, he finally managed to find Alka, but now Alka couldn't use her powers. Therefore Alka really hoped that Lloyd could thwart Yuji's plan. Alka enlists the help of the Kunlun villagers to get Lloyd to fly to the Azami kingdom. Moving to the Azami kingdom, the king could not stop the tournament, because it turned out that the king of the Geo Empire was a priest who was being controlled by the devil, and Alan, who was the representative of the Azami kingdom, was defeated easily by the Geo Empire's knights. After that, the priest invited King Azami to collaborate with him, because he wanted to rule the world using demonic power. Chrome and Colin tried to attack the priest, but they suddenly felt a very strong power. It turned out to be Suma's power. Yuge was also there. He started his plan to destroy the kingdom. Raiho, Philo, Selen and Marie tried to prevent Yuge, but Yuge brought out many monsters in that place. Fortunately there were many knights who had prepared in that place. Meltfan also came to that place. He tried to fight against Soma. It turned out that Meltfan was now very strong, because he brought a special weapon from Kunlun village. Even so, Soma was still stronger. Moving to the king's place, the priest tried to kill the king, but was prevented by Alan and Chrome. Alan managed to cut the priest's body, but it turned out that the priest's body regenerated. The priest said that he was a former hero, but he committed a crime. Because of that his body became half-devil. He also said that now he has a goal to create a new hero, so that he can control his body, and that new hero is Lloyd. When everyone was fighting, Lloyd suddenly appeared at that place. Yuge was very surprised to see Lloyd, who had managed to escape from Kunlun village. Then Yuge summoned a golem-shaped monster to fight against Lloyd. Lloyd was a bit pessimistic about his strength, because he still considered himself weak. At first the fight was even, but the golem became stronger. He was even able to injure Lloyd. Lloyd's friends tried to help Lloyd, but their strength was not enough to defeat the golem. Lloyd didn't want to see his friends get hurt. He got very serious this time, and he was able to defeat the golem easily. Soma and the priest who saw that became very happy, because Lloyd became stronger, and their plan to make Lloyd a new hero became closer. Alka also came to that place. She managed to recover her strength, and she wanted to kill Yuge, but Soma managed to save Yuge. Then they ran away. The Azami kingdom finally returned to peace. Even though many buildings were destroyed, Alan received a special award from the king, because the king thought that Alan had defeated the devil. This anime ends with Lloyd returning to living his normal life, but now he is more confident. This video ends here. Thanks for watching this video. If you like it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to support me.